Welcome to Fundamentals of Climate Smart Entrepreneurship. This course will provide entrepreneurs with recommendations for planning, implementing, and running sustainable climate smart businesses. Those businesses responsibly manage natural resources, reduce their negative contributions to the climate crisis, respect indigenous lands and ways of life, and are profitable. This lesson is Entrepreneurship in the Green Economy. In this lesson, we will define the green economy. We will also review key questions entrepreneurs should consider as they look to create climate-smart green businesses. This lesson was written by Stephanie Benedetto, the CEO and co-founder of Queen of Raw, an enterprise solution for intelligent excess inventory management. She is also a founding member of the New York Circular City Initiative, where she advocates for sustainability and women in business. According to the World Bank, a green economy means that natural resources, including oceans, land, and forests, are sustainably managed and conserved to improve livelihoods and ensure food security. The basic principles of entrepreneurship are as applicable to climate-smart businesses as they are to most enterprises. Paying attention to things like product design, innovation, technology, management, employees, customers, and the marketplace are true no matter your business. But entrepreneurship in the green economy also requires a commitment to sustainable resource management, environmental conservation, creating jobs, contributing to long-term growth, and reliable, readily available data to prove that businesses are meeting their goals of operating in a climate-friendly way. What are best practices for creating scalable, resilient green businesses? Benedetto believes that the most powerful businesses will be built by entrepreneurs who focus on three key areas in their day-to-day operations: people, planet, and profit. A lot of businesses are trying hard to become more sustainable by working on solutions that benefit people and our planet. But it's equally important to address the underlying business model of a solution in a way that makes a business profitable. Businesses must answer to stakeholders and investors as well as customers, so it's vital that entrepreneurs get the economics right. With everything going on in the world right now, it's easy to automatically assume that adopting sustainable solutions is going to be cost prohibitive to your bottom line. The good news is that by focusing, for example, on a business's waste, you can resell that waste to make some money and free up costly warehouse space. In doing so, you also get a better sustainability story to tell your end consumers that should improve your top-line sales. One of Benedetto's enterprise customers saw 3 times the customer conversion rate in their online direct-to-consumer business just by talking about the good work they were doing with waste and sustainability initiatives. Another challenge to the green economy is that it's not seen as scalable. Benedetto started Queen of Raw as a marketplace so individuals and businesses could buy and sell their unused textiles. But that's just slapping a Band-Aid on the problem and giving people a place to sell waste. The thinking was, you have waste, go sell it on Queen of Raw. But as a green business trying to solve the problem, how do we get to the root of the problem and figure out why they have all this waste in the first place? That's an opportunity where we leverage tools like machine learning and blockchain to provide integrity to the data we capture for businesses and to help them intelligently minimize waste streams going forward. Building massively powerful, scalable, and sustainable supply chains depends upon it. What can governments and civil society do to promote green entrepreneurship? Governments and civil society are necessary contributors to developing policies and practices needed to foster green entrepreneurship. But some of the strongest actions we can take to combat climate change happen at the individual and local level. We can inspire, educate, and raise awareness about how everyday consumer behavior affects people and the planet, When individuals lead these efforts at the local level, it builds trustworthiness within the community. One of the most valuable things Benedetto has noted she's done at Queen of Raw is to foster strong collaborations and partnerships. She works with the United Nations and the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, among others, to make it easier for communities to adopt their sustainable innovations. Through the New York Circular City Initiative, Benedetto and her team created a white paper with H&M, Unilever, Cisco, Goldman Sachs, the Ellen MacArthur Foundation, and the New York City government, showing how many good jobs would be created and how much could be saved and made if the city went circular in the coming years. This created strong trustworthiness in what we are doing, she says. How do potential employees learn green job skills? Supporting green entrepreneurs who are creating sustainable solutions requires local support from government, foundations and academic institutions, and multinational corporations. People must be able to access adequate educational infrastructure and professional opportunities locally. How do green entrepreneurs ensure transparency and ethical business practices in their operations? Benedetto thinks it's critical for businesses to capture the right data, analyze it, and act on it, allowing businesses to stand by their actions. But it's equally important that they share that confidence publicly. Too often, businesses are doing great things but not talking about them. They're afraid of being too bold or getting in trouble with customers or the press, especially if their sustainability initiatives turn out to have been based on faulty information. But thanks to integrity-driven technology that collects data and ensures that it is stored and protected to prevent manipulation, these companies can garner comprehensive records and proof of actions taken. Because of these exact records and proof, Queen of Raw has proven it has saved over 1 billion gallons of water globally while saving our enterprise customers millions of dollars in the process, says Benedetto. Never doubt that the actions you take can make a big difference and change the world. Young entrepreneurs have the opportunity to create solutions to the climate crisis and create new businesses to benefit communities. This ensures that we can not only survive today, but truly thrive tomorrow. For more on this course and to access related resources, visit our website.